Up next on Good Morning El Paso, new developments in the case of that deadly crash that killed 3 people on New Year's Eve last year. Prosecutors will have to move forward without a critical piece of evidence.
4 Marines dead this morning after a shooting in Tennessee. The FBI is now trying to figure out what motivated this act of domestic terrorism.
And the suspect behind a home invasion in West El Paso is in custody. New details are coming out now on how he was caught halfway across the state.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Good morning, everyone. A lot of news to get to this morning, but first of all, will the weather be making headlines again? Look at that green moving in.
Yeah, this is a live look at our radar right now. So far, no rain in El Paso, but could that change? A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning, everyone. Yes, there is something going on outside today. That was a live look at radar with all the green moving in.
Yes, you know, there were some breezes this morning, and Crystal, you're tracking some showers in Las Cruces.
We are. Those rain showers been moving through Las Cruces. We had a little spot rain in El Paso, but for the most part, we're missing out at this point. Let's start by going back to that map. Here is the look, the wide scale view. Obviously, the bulk rain, it's near the Boot Hill of New Mexico and then just south of Luna County. Columbus, you guys should get some consistent showers this morning as it continues to head to the north moving forward. Scattered showers, though, are affecting parts of Doñana County and nearing El Paso County. So in Las Cruces, you guys getting some light scattered rain showers, drizzly conditions on the windshield as you head out the door. Make sure the wipers are working before you head out. We also have some spottiness of rain that's down to the south of us in northern Mexico right now. That's also heading our direction, and that may affect particularly parts of west, northeast El Paso come later on this morning. We'll talk about chances of rain coming up in just a bit, but first off, I just want to show your temperature. 74 Las Cruces and 80 in El Paso, a temperature of 72 TRC and 70 at the pass.
Thanks so much, Crystal. And now let's get to the headlines. Another setback for prosecutors in the intoxication manslaughter case of the man accused of driving drunk and killing 3 people on Christmas Eve. 24-year-old Joel Garcia has pleaded not guilty to all 3 counts. The victims were brothers Isaiah and Joshua Deal and Joshua's girlfriend Shannon Del Rio. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas joins us live with new information right now. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Hillary. For the second time this week, the judge overseeing this case has thrown out key evidence. The El Paso Times is reporting this morning that just yesterday, the judge threw out a blood sample that was taken from Garcia the night of that deadly wreck. The judge threw out the blood sample because it was taken without a warrant. Police maintain that it was taken before the warrant because hospital staff where Garcia was treated the night of the wreck were about to give him medication that would alter his blood chemistry. And earlier this week on Tuesday, the judge also dismissed a confession Garcia gave to police at the scene because his Miranda rights had not been read to him until after that when he was taken to a police substation. Well, the Times is also reporting that Joel Garcia's trial is expected to begin next month. And ABC 7 previously reported about the possibility of his blood sample being thrown out. Back in December of last year, police said that even if it was dismissed by the judge, there were witnesses the night there of the crash that could place Garcia as the driver that caused that deadly wreck. For now, we're live in downtown El Paso in front of the El Paso County Courthouse. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
All right, Denise, thank you for that those details. And now to the latest on what appears to be an act of homegrown terror, that deadly attack on American service members in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 4 Marines killed, 3 people wounded when a gunman opened fire at 2 military centers. ABC's Stephanie Ramos reports.
This is a sad day for the United States.
Crime scene tape barricades a recruiting center for the U.S. Armed Forces after a gunman opened fire.
It is incomprehensible to see what happened and the way that individuals who proudly serve our country were treated.
The FBI says 24-year-old Mohammed Yusuf Abdulaziz went to 2 places and targeted service members.
Brutally and brazenly attacked members of our armed services.
Witnesses say the shooter sprayed bullets through the glass doors of a recruitment facility.
He lifted up his arms like this with a big black gun and just, it was one shot and then it was just endless shots, one after another, just unloading.
More than 7 miles away, the gunman also fired shots into a Navy Reserve center, killing Marines.
It is a heartbreaking circumstance for these individuals who have served our country with great valor to be killed in this fashion.
The shootings prompted hospitals, schools, and offices to go on lockdown. Law enforcement tracked down Yusuf and killed him in a shootout. But the investigation is just beginning. The FBI will take the lead to determine what motivated the gunman to kill.
We are conducting this as an act of domestic terrorism.
I'm Holly Furfer reporting.
New information on last week's home invasion in west central El Paso. Police say 24-year-old Gerald Levert Dunn forced his way into the 1600 block of DD Lane. According to court documents, another man was there to give the elderly couple who lived there a ride. As he approached the door, Dunn ran out with a knife in hand. Court documents state Dunn grabbed the driver, took his keys, and drove off in his car. Using fingerprints at the scene and a photo, authorities did identify Dunn. He was arrested Monday in Bexar County.
Police in Las Cruces need your help finding this man, 37-year-old Abel Montes. Montes is wanted for allegedly beating up a 61-year-old man and then stealing that man's vehicle. Police say this happened back on July 1st. Authorities believe Montes could be hiding out in El Paso or in Mexico. If you've seen him, call Las Cruces police.
County Commissioner David Stout is concerned with how El Paso Children's Hospital is spending its money, specifically that it's going to a consulting firm and the hospital's CEO. Alex Partners and CEO Mark Herbers were hired in late February. Stout says money being paid to the consultants could be used to repay UMC. Children says they're helping save cash. For example, it says in February the Children's Hospital had 8 days of cash on hand. By May, under Herbers' leadership, the hospital had 43 days worth of cash.
It is 6:07 and we're taking a look at our TxDOT traffic cameras over at I-10 and Lee Trevino, where you can see things are moving along pretty smoothly. Not a lot of traffic on the road there, but not a lot of problems to report either, so that's good to know.
And we have a lot more to come here on Good Morning El Paso.
A verdict is finally reached in the case of Colorado theater shooter James Holmes. But just how severe of a punishment is he really facing?
And later on, a big fight is coming to El Paso this weekend, but the question is, will fans get rained on?
And the woman with the answer is Storm Track meteorologist Crystal Clyde. Crystal?
Well, you're going to get some rain this morning if you're in parts of Las Cruces. We're going to track down to street level where the rain is right now, where it's coming from, and if more is to come right after your break.
Thanks, Crystal. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.